Hey everybody, I'm David.
I'm Jess.
I'm the husband.
I'm the wife.
And we are married.
15 to life.
What's up?
Hello.
Honey, we are episode 40.
That's
40,
crazy.
40.
That's as old as you are.
I am.
So we've done an episode for every year you've been alive.
Every year I've been alive.
And it's passed me by.
And it's passed you by.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have done a moment when we hit episode 31. We should have stopped when we did that. Yeah.
I wish.
How's your day going?
It's been good.
Busy day?
Not too bad. Been kind of chilling.
Yeah, I've been hung in the digital world all day. A lot of recording, editing, and had a Zoom call today. So looking at a lot of screens, but it's been a very good day. But I'm excited, Tony. Today is our Ask Us Anything episode.
You've been excited for this for months.
I have, and thankfully our subscribers have come through. We have a lot of questions to answer,
Yay.
so I'm really, really excited about that. Quick shout out to one of our team members at the Refuge West campus that we serve at. We love you, Samantha. Thank you for the drinks.
Yeah, part of our bucket list was to go to Sonic, and so the kids were like, "But we have to go to Miss Sam's Sonic."
We got to go to Miss Sam's Sonic and get drinks from her.
Yeah, we were excited to get to see her
So
on the way.
Huge shout out to her. Hopefully she watches this and says hi on YouTube. We love her so much.
Yeah,
she's
the best.
awesome. She's awesome. Is there anything that we need to do before we dive into the questions, or you want to just go right into
Let's
it?
do it.
All right, here we go. Well, I didn't write this one down, but let's just go ahead and knock it
And
out
I
of the
have
way.
not heard any of these, so I'm going to be right off.
And I kept asking her, "You want to hear any of these in advance in case you want to be prepared?" She's like, "Nope, I just want to hear them in the moment."
I just want to get my instinct in the moment.
And I'm kind of proud of you for that.
Why?
Because you like to be prepared on things.
The more I think about stuff, though, I feel like I just would drive myself crazy.
You psych yourself out, kind of thing.
Yeah, I just want to go with
Yep.
whatever I first think of instead of having to think about it.
Well, one question I saw actually in the more recent comments that like 4 people asked, and so let's just knock this out. Honey, how long have we been married? 15 to life.
I was like, is this a trick question?
No. Well, now, when you ask this question, any of you in 3 or 4 years from now, if the podcast is still going, which I think it will be, then yeah, we'll be like, it says 15 to life because we started it in our 15th anniversary, but we are still in the middle of that.
We're almost at 16.
We'll be at 16 in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have been married 15 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It still doesn't feel like
sometimes it feels like 15 days.
Well, it feels longer than that.
Well, we'll see about that.
No.
And sometimes it feels like 500 years. No, I'm just kidding. Not at all.
Oh, man.
Best 15 years of my life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's jump into some of these questions. All right. Ooh, this is a good one. From at Brenty12338. She asked, "What state did you enjoy living in the most?"
Man, that's a hard one because I really have enjoyed every single place we've lived for different reasons. But if you're just going off of nothing
Overall.
else, not the church, not the people,
All the levels of all the different reasons why we loved it, which one just overall averaged out the most?
that's really hard because I liked every place for different reasons.
Yep.
If the job and the people weren't part of this, like if we could just retire somewhere, that's where I'm going off of this. I loved Indiana.
Yeah.
I loved it not so hot. I loved the town we lived in.
I love the snowy winters.
Yeah, it was like a Hallmark town, like very small, no traffic.
Yep.
Small town. Now, there's so many reasons I like here overall more.
Yeah.
The church,
And
the
I'd say- I was
people,
gonna say,
the kids' school.
In terms of kids' school, work environment, friends, like-minded people that I work with, like-minded church that I work for, Arkansas has been
Right.
number one.
So it doesn't really compare. But
No.
if you're talking just that climate,
Yeah.
the actual town we lived in,
The actual changing of
the
seasons.
seasons, Indiana was
Yeah.
beautiful. And I
It was.
loved that we were in a tiny, small town, but we were close to a lot of different big cities.
Right.
I just loved that.
Now, proximity to family, Georgia, because we're only a few hours away. So.
And in terms of fun, big city that had a ton of stuff to offer, San Antonio was amazing.
Yes.
And it was super
Yes.
fun. It was just too far.
Yep.
Too far away from family.
Yeah. So I think we've hit all the points on that. Absolutely, 100%. Next question. Let's do this. Let me go. No,
You're going to miss some because you're like skipping around.
No, I just one person asked 2 questions and accidentally put the wrong one in.
Okay.
From at Amanda Jones 2903, she asked, "Will Nate go to school until he's 21, or do you prefer to keep him with his class cohort? What are your opinions on this as much as special needs parents? Thank you. Thank you for your question, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for your question. I'm not making anything official right now. I like to just go year by year and not worry too much about the future. Like, otherwise I'll drive myself crazy. And I know there's certain qualifications you have to meet to be able to go to after you're 18 and all of that. And I'm not sure exactly if he will qualify for that, if we'll be at a place for that. Like, I don't like to put limits on him. Like, well, he's definitely going to go till he's 21.
And thankfully, my brother went through this. And so my mom actually has done a lot of the research for us. And she's like, I'll go ahead and start looking at stuff now in terms of, government things he can do, programs he can get into, after school cohorts he can go to. My hometown has a center for learning disabilities and special needs.
But even that, like, we're probably different on this. I'm not saying you don't need to be prepared, but I'm not putting limits on him.
No.
Like, he's definitely going to need, an after school care thing, because he's not going to be able to ever go to college, and he's never going to be. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what the future's going to hold. Of course, we will start, like, on his IEP, they have like a future planning section, like, as it gets close.
Right.
They start working with you on what's going to happen after graduation and that kind of stuff. We're not there yet. Like, he's just now going into ninth.
No, my biggest thing is we're not going to wait till we get there to figure it out. We're going to have our options open and be ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I don't know for sure the answer to that. I don't know, but it's going to be
what's best for him.
What's best for him. It's not going to be about what we want.
Yeah.
Now, I know that Nate loves school.
Yep.
And if he wants to go all the way to 21 and that's what's best for him, I'd be more than happy for that to happen.
Agreed.
But I'm not going to put that limit on him.
Nope.
So
100% agree. Good. Let's see. Question from Jen 86270211. What's a favorite video from your channel, Jess, Bless Jess? And David, what's yours also? Do you have a favorite video from Bless Jess? Like one that really stands out that you go back and you're like, oh, I really love that video?
I don't watch a lot of them over again, like once I edit them and stuff. Sometimes I'll go back and just watch like a random one, but there's not one that I like go back a lot. One of the most special ones is, of course, Mark's birth story. I wish, or his birth vlog. I wish we had that for all the kids.
Yeah.
Because you forget so much of that day and it's such a like a whirlwind. And,
absolutely.
So that one's really special to me. Like our cruise vlogs, I love those. What do you think?
It's tough. I mean, I like them for different reasons. I love your Sunday videos. I love them because they're a great window into your faith and a great window into encouraging people. I love anything Jen's on, and when she comes and does fun videos with us, I love that. I love our kids' birthday videos. They love their birthday videos.
I would say if there's any that get watched a lot at our house, it's their birthday vlogs.
Yeah,
they love those. I
mean, anything taste test, anything fun like that we did for just to have fun with each other. Our Yum Box videos.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fun memories on there. The ones that I don't ever go back and watch are, just a lot of the stuff that, I'll just be honest, stuff that was more for her, for you to, like your empties videos or, like what your favorite hair product was or shout out video. Yeah, those never, the ones, I know why you do them, but those aren't for me.
The ones that I go back to the most are just like a random vlog of when the kids were little, just like a random like day of our life when the kids were really little. I love to go back and like remember, oh my gosh, like what it felt like for them to be like when we were in our apartment in Georgia and they were both really small. I love if I see a video pop up on my homepage that's an old video like that, I love to watch them. Oh, and of course, all the Vlogmas videos. I go back and watch those. Oh yeah,
Vlogmas is a definite big one.
We've done Vlogmas every single year. I think 10 years in a row. This will be our 11th. Every single day in December, we vlogged.
Yes.
And I love going back and watching those.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Those are great. Let's go away from the lighthearted ones, and this is actually kind of a serious one. At Dar's Life Happens. I like that. That's a fun name. This is a good one. How do you stop someone from trying to gossip to you? I've tried to stop. I have tried. Please stop and let's pray. That's what you've tried. I've tried. Please stop doing that and let's pray. Thank you for your help with this. I am Pentecostal Assembly of God as well. Awesome, fellow AG blood. Okay, I have a foolproof method on this.
Okay, David's going to give you the man version, and then I'll give you the woman's version because I don't know that this.
No,
is okay.
No, this one works. This one works 100% of the time. And if you do this regularly and consistently, people will stop bringing you gossip because they do not want this to happen to them ever again. If anybody comes to me and tries to open up the door to gossip. Now, first and foremost, some people are better at bringing it to you than others. And so if you're kind of like a real big people lover and they bring to you like other conversations and then they kind of sucker you in and then they begin bringing up someone's name to you and how concerned they are about them and things like that. If you're not careful, you may be all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of a gossip session. I didn't see myself getting here. But some people will come to you and they're not as tactful about it. They just come to you complaining or whatever. Here's what you do. You take your phone and you scroll to that person's name and go, well, hold on one second. Before we say another word, let's call them right now. Okay. Or if they're in the room or in the building and you've seen them in the building, you take them by the hand and go, hey, real quick, let's go talk to them right now. They will back off immediately.
Okay, but that's not practical to me.
It is very practical because if you're not willing to say it to their face in the room, you should not be saying it.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying if someone's coming to me gossiping, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is a more tame version of that.
I'm saying you want to stop it or not?
Well, yeah.
That's how you stop it.
If you want to stop it, you could beat them over the head with a board too. I'm not going to do that either.
I'm not doing violent. I'm protecting the other person.
No, I don't engage in it. That's what I do.
Of course.
If someone is talking to me about someone else, I usually will just change the subject. Mm-hmm. Or if they are concerned, I'll say, okay, well, thank you. I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to talk to them about that, something like that. And I just change the subject.
See, I don't like that because you're endorsing their concern, and I don't like that.
It depends on what it is.
That's true.
If they're saying so-and-so, I'm really worried about them because of this situation, then it may be something that we need to pray about or talk to them about. It's kind of depending on, we're saying gossip, but it could be like, what is that? Is that someone just saying?
To me, the definition of gossip is you're saying something that demeans the character of the other person.
No, now if that is happening, what I do is I just change the subject or I walk away. Because I'm not going to sit around in that. I'm not going to get involved and make the other person feel bad too. I'm just going to stop. And when you do that enough, I don't ever have people coming up to me gossiping because they know I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So the more you just walk away, change the subject. Hey, I've got to do something right now, and you walk away. They're going to stop bringing it to you because nobody wants to gossip with someone who doesn't do it back.
Who doesn't want to gossip back.
Right. So
either way will work.
Way will work. But yeah. I don't have the guts in me to say like, okay, let's go over there.
The only reason why I love my approach is it shows that person that they are not here to defend themselves. You should not be talking about them.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm talking about.
And
there's two sides to every conversation. All you have is yours. We don't hear theirs.
And David's more brash and more confrontational than I am.
A little bit.
A lot, but.
Honestly, I don't like confrontation. What I hate more than confrontation is I don't like injustice.
I would probably, if it got to that point, say, instead of saying, let me go get them right now, I would say, let's not talk like this. Their other person's not here to defend themselves.
The first question I ask is, have you went to them about it first?
Well, yeah, and we're getting like in the weeds here of what even gossip is.
Yeah, half of this is comedy, but I'm serious. If someone came to me and said, Pastor David, I have a really big concern about so and so, my next question would be, have you talked to them? And then if they go, well, no, not yet, but I'm coming to you. You're my pastor. Okay, well then let's talk to them.
But what I think is confusing for people maybe out there listening is we're talking about gossip as it relates to us as pastors. And that's how usually it comes to us.
Right.
Now, girlfriends sitting around, it probably doesn't come to you like that. It probably doesn't come to you saying, I want to talk.
But either one of our methods would work there. If I'm sitting around a table with a bunch of guys and they start ratting on somebody that's not in the room, I would be like, hey guys, they're not here. Let's not talk about them.
Yeah, I would say that, or I would just change the subject, like I said, or walk away. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like if you hang around people that gossip about other people, you know that they're also going to be gossiping about you. Yes. So that also is choosing who you hang out with and who you spend time with, because I don't want friends who sit around and gossip about other people, because you know that they're going to also gossip about you. And that doesn't show good character.
Agreed.
So,
100%.
Anyway, that clear as mud.
All right. From one of our recent subscribers of the month, Miss Summer Cordova 5376, one of her questions is, what's your biggest weakness and what would you say is your biggest strength?
Oh, boy.
I'll go first because it's the same thing. Extreme focus.
Passion
and extreme focus. I have a very passionate personality. I have a very immersive personality. I have a very addictive personality. I have a very much a tunnel vision mentality. If something gets put in front of me, I will stick on it and go after it and do it until it is finished, and then I'll walk away from it. The problem with that is A lot of times people like that bull ahead to get what they see, to get it done. And then when it's done, they turn around and go, ooh, I trampled a few people on the way here. And so I have quickly had, the passion's great. Be passionate about things. Do everything with all your heart because you're doing it for the Lord, not for men. But as you're going through it, the speed I would want to go at, I know now from experience, I can't go that speed. I have to look around and go, okay, before I drive down this driveway, is there anybody in the way? Is there anything I'm not seeing? And you know who helps me the most with this? This beauty right here.
Well, I see this in terms of like if David finds a new hobby or a new interest, he will
go all in.
Go all in. It's like his new kick of the year or whatever. And I'm like, what? Like, when you disappear into the world of whatever show that you're really into or whatever game you're really into. And it's like, I understand you like that, but can we like scale back on the amount of time?
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
It's a good quality to have as long as you can harness it.
When you can harness it for the right things.
Because David can get stuff done.
Yes.
He is very motivated. You would never say that you're not a hard worker or anything like that. You are a super hard worker. On the other extreme, I'm having to tell you, like,
back off, David.
It's time to take a break. You need a day
sleep,
off.
You need food. You need rest. Your kids need to see you.
Yeah, like, oh, I've got a podcast. This is how he is. I've got a podcast to edit. It must get done tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it doesn't have to. Like, I know you're in the zone, but you can pause.
Yep.
For me, I also think mine is a strength and a weakness. I think most of us probably
There's the flip side of every coin. Yeah.
I think I care a lot about what people think, which can be positive. I'm very empathetic. I feel like I'm a good friend. I like listening to people. I really like to feel what the other person's feeling. I have a lot of empathy, like I said, but taken to the other extreme, feeling what everybody feels and caring what everybody cares about. And like, you can get very overwhelmed in that. And that can feel like everybody's opinion is your worth.
Yeah.
And when you do something like be on YouTube for 10 years, be a pastor's wife, be a special needs parent, all the different things in my life, you have all these different opinions coming out you of how you're doing well and how you're doing bad and how you should have done it this way and should have done it that way and you should have done it this way. And I can get really caught up in that because I don't want anybody to be mad at me. I don't like confrontation. I like peace. I like to be even
Which is biblical. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God.
So it is a balance, and I'm still not perfect at it. I would love to say that every single time I get a mean comment or something like that I'm just able to blow it off. Now, I am a lot better than I used to be about that. But it is still hurtful to me because I go back to that thing of like, well, if they understood what I meant, then they wouldn't think that. So then I'm like trying to defend myself, and that's not helpful because when people have mean opinions of you, like, you're not going to change them. And having to come to terms with being okay if God is happy with me and what I'm doing and stuff like that, then I need to not care what other people think. But it's really, really hard. I also get very fearful because I don't want to make a mistake. I'm worried about the future, my security, all of that. So even though I like to be even keel, sometimes the opinions of others and fear and all this stuff, worry, it kind of disrupts that.
Yep.
So,
and looking at it from my perspective, 100%, Jessica is very empathetic. She's very good at talking to just about anybody of just about anything, and she's very relatable in that she's a very constant personality. You know, Jessica will be there. If someone needs to call her, text her, just be there to listen. Jessica's so good at that. On the flip side, the extreme, like she pointed out for me, the flip side for her is she will make up opinions that don't even exist.
Yeah.
There's been several times that Jessica will be, coming to me about, I feel like this and I feel like this. And I'll immediately say, did God say that? Or did I say that? Or did you say that? No, then there's another voice, tell it to shut up. And sometimes we do that. We get so immersed in what might they be thinking or what might they be saying. And that's not a realm we're even supposed to go into. That's God's realm. And so all I can control is what's in my hands. All I can control is what I'm feeling, and all I can control is what God is speaking to me right now. Everything else, that's God's domain, and I need to leave it out there.
Yeah.
And you've gotten a lot better at that too.
I've gotten better, and it's still something that I feel like I'm always going to deal with. I mean, we all have our personalities.
At least you've recognized it.
I've recognized it, and it is something that I want to continue to get better at because I don't want to deal. I mean, it's debilitating. It really is when you're constantly.
It shuts you down. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
You're afraid of everything.
And I feel like a lot of times, like when I'm on YouTube talking, I'm constantly in the
filtering what you're going to say.
Filtering because I can already anticipate the comments.
Yeah. If I say this, I'm going to get comments about that.
Yeah. People are going to think I mean this. And so then I'm like trying to, in the moment, filter it out. And I think some of that's okay, but but you do want people to understand what you mean and get better at communicating and stuff like that. But I've had to really work on it. It's been something that's not come easy to me.
But you've done a great job. I was talking to some of the ladies on our staff yesterday, actually, and they said, I can't wait for Jessica to speak to us again because she commands that room and I could listen to her talk all day long.
People say that and I'm like, seriously?
Well, yeah, seriously, because you've got a gift. And one of them even said, I can't wait to see how much more she does when she learns how gifted she is and she unlocks that gift. So awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yay. All right, next question. And that is, what is your favorite local food from each of the places you've lived in?
That's a really good question.
That's a good question. Okay, let's go back to the very beginning where we originally started. Let's go to your hometown in Alabaster. Is there a favorite place there?
My favorite place there doesn't exist anymore because it sadly closed down. But everybody that's from Alabaster, Alabama knows back in the day, Del Toro, the best Mexican restaurant. I still dream about their chips and salsa.
Yes.
There's a Mexican restaurant there, but it's not the same anymore. They shut down, like 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 6 or 7, 8 years ago.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. I mean, all Mexican food is good.
But it's not Del Toro.
But where I grew up, there wasn't a lot of restaurants. There is now. But my town was very small when I grew up, and there was like a Chinese restaurant, Hunan 2 is what it was called. I loved that place, and I loved Del Toro. And really, that besides like fast food, that was it.
Yeah.
And so every time we would come home to visit, I would always want to go to Del Toro.
Yep. I agree. That was my place.
In the Depot.
Now it's, I think, like Costa Maya or something like that. Yeah.
And the Depot is like burgers.
The Depot's my place. Yeah, for sure.
It's like a greasy diner burger, but it's so good.
It's so good. Okay, let's go up to my hometown.
New Bern's.
Catfish and fry and
okay,
good.
I could tell you my favorite, but you go for it.
I say, well, New Bern's is good, but I mean, there's a lot of great. I mean, Casa's great there. Rosie's.
I was going to say Rosie's.
Rosie's is great. Stefano's across the river is great. All of those are great. I mean,
there's a lot of good places
honestly,
to eat.
My favorite place to eat in my hometown is my mom's kitchen.
I was going to say
my mom and dad are good cooks.
I was going to say
they're
both.
Really good cooks.
Usually when we're visiting back home, we just eat with our mom's cook because we don't ever get to do that.
Yeah, and your mom's an amazing cook.
Yeah,
both our moms can cook. Yeah, so for sure. Let's go to Texas. This is going to be hard. Texas has mine. It doesn't exist anymore.
Big Lou's?
No, Acadiana.
Oh yeah. Well, they have they've moved to another place and their menu's a little bit different, but they've reopened.
Yeah. Acadiana had like a bunch of different kinds of Southern home cooking, but they also had a few Cajun foods, which I really love.
My favorite, of course, is gonna be the Mexican food. The Mexican food in San Antonio.
Alamo Cafe. Mi
Tierra's downtown. If you're ever downtown the Riverwalk, Mi Tierra's is so good. Mamacita's.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, San Antonio just has the best Mexican food and the best tortillas ever.
So
go to
good.
HEB and just buy tortillas.
All right. Let's go over to Cartersville. Cartersville, Georgia. Lived there for 4 years.
I really liked that for that Mexican place too, Los Arcos or whatever.
Yep.
And also that place that was next to it that was like a hibachi
place.
I forget what it was called. Kanabi or something.
Okinawa.
Is that it? Yeah. Anyway, that was really, really good.
Yeah, that was really,
and we
really
went
good.
to, what was that?
What was the name of that burger place?
I was going to say.
Yeah, that I had
Cheeseburger Bobby's.
Cheeseburger Bobby's, yeah. That was
we
great.
went there a lot.
That was
we
great.
ate out a lot more before we had Mark.
Yes.
When it was easier. I mean, it was just the four of us.
When we had that extra little bit of money to get our separate
really
meal.
Didn't, but we spent our money a little bit different, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was definitely my choices too.
Okay, Indiana.
Oh boy. I mean, good.
We didn't eat out as much there.
I mean,
but there was a lot of good food.
I mean, the Mexican food
there was tons of Mexican food there too.
Yeah, but the best one,
Diego's,
yeah.
Or our favorite was what's it called? Viejo.
Mi Viejo.
That's the one that Mark liked that had the buffet that we always went to.
Yes.
But there was so many like little coffee shops and sandwich shops and
Bebop's Pizza.
oh man, they just sold Bebop's Pizza to a new owner, and I hope it still is good because man, Bebop's Pizza is so good.
I talked to Cody, who lives up there, one of our friends that we worked with, and he said it's not the same.
Not the same.
It's okay, but it's not the same.
It was like in this little tiny house that they had remodeled, and it was the best pizza.
And then Golden Walk downtown on the main street.
No, it's Hong Kong Kitchen.
Oh, Hong Kong Kitchen. What
I don't know what you're thinking.
Let's say I've been to a Golden Walk. I just don't know where it is, but I've been to one. But yeah, Hong Kong Kitchen was our Chinese place. We went there all the time.
Well, we got it to go.
But yeah, mostly we got it to go. Yeah, and then Scoops and
oh yeah, all the ice cream.
all
places.
the ice cream places that are there. All great food.
Great food.
Great food. And let's see. Now we come here to Arkansas. Wow, there's a lot of great places here too. I mean, we got everything from Candela's to
we got a ton of Mexican.
Yeah, Casablanca and Pepitos. Those are our three go-to Mexican restaurants.
We mostly eat out Mexican because it's something everybody likes.
It's something everybody eats. But I mean, also
there's a lot more chains here.
Yeah, I mean, like the Lost Pizza Company, we love them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of chains, but I mean, good.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything like right off the top.
Now you don't like it because you don't like barbecue as much as I do, but there's a place here called Blue Amber,
I've never
which
been
is
there.
really good.
David's been to way more places to eat here than me
because we have staffed lunches every now and then, and
I don't usually go to that.
Yeah.
So.
And now we've got that brick oven pizza place, which is really good.
It's really good too.
It's really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good. I mean, man, there's so many good places.
There's so many good places.
There's some of our favorites.
And sorry, forgive me. That question was from Linda Duan 7600.
That's a great question.
Great question. I love that. Sorry about that. Next question from Life with Tara 24. How do you juggle family time and social media time?
That's hard.
Yes. There's your answer. Next question.
Okay, yeah, and I don't juggle it very well. I feel like it's hard because it's not like a job that you click on, sign on and off of, clock in and out. It is all throughout the day. But what I do love about it is it's super flexible. Mm-hmm. So it's there when you have time and you can put it down. But it's hard because it's constantly back and forth. So for me, when I first wake up in the morning, my videos go up before I'm even awake.
Right.
So I will check comments. Usually before I'm out of bed, I'll kind of run through the comments. Now, when I first started YouTube, I would check comments all day long.
Yeah.
And I would try to back then I could because it wasn't that many people watching, And so I try to comment back to everybody. That didn't last too long. I just couldn't keep up with it. And now I just have moments, like maybe 2 or 3 moments throughout the day where I'll check comments. Mm-hmm. And I try to heart everybody's comment at least so you guys know that I read it. So I will check in the morning, and then at some point of the day, I will edit the vlog for the next day. Like right now it's 4 o'clock and I've not even edited tomorrow's vlog. So sometimes it doesn't work out super well, especially the summer. Mm-hmm. The summer is hard because
you're still a couple days ahead though, right?
No, I'm not. I have nothing for tomorrow. I mean, I'd have to edit it. Now during the school year, I do treat it more like while the kids are in school, I usually get all my YouTube work done, you know, but when the kids are home, we're doing stuff. The kids are on the computer, so I don't always have a time until
Which is hilarious because Lucy has a computer, Nate has a computer, and we have our old church computer that we have. And,
well, we don't have it. It's at the church.
But they
I wish I had it.
I can bring it home, but they are addicted to the big screen. We have an old iMac.
Well, their computers don't run Roblox as fast, and their cousins will get on Roblox and they all want to play together, and they're playing.
The laptop does.
No, it don't.
The MacBook does.
No, it don't. No, I don't have that though.
Okay, well then bring it home. Bring it home.
But anyway, so it's not a big deal. I don't care. I'll get it in. Usually, I don't stress too much about it. I used to always have to edit it by a certain time. As long as it gets done before the end of the day, I'm pretty flexible with it. Mm-hmm. And then I'll usually check in sometime in the nighttime and just kind of fill in comments and stuff. The hardest thing for me is the emails that come in for brands. Mm-hmm. If I'm working with a brand, finding time to film that is a lot more challenging than just filming vlogs. Yeah. And so it's hard because it's not, like I said, it's not a 9-to-5 job. So, I might get an email from a brand who's in California at 8 o'clock at night and have to get back with them. Yep. So you have to be flexible. And
I'll just answer for my end of it. I don't do as much social media stuff, but I do a lot of editing and I do a lot of side project stuff. The thing about my brain is it never turns off. And so when I get home, a conversation I may even be having with my kids about something fun may trigger, I need to think about that. And so what I try to do is then make a point of reference but I'm doing my best now, especially since the kids are home for the summer, that when I come home, I see them, baths, hang out, play, have fun. And then if I do need to edit or do any church work, I try to do it after we've put them down for bed because I don't want them to see their daddy working on church while he's home. And so I tried my best to do that. And then typically on weekends, I try my best to get as much prepared for Sunday before midday Friday so that most of Friday and Saturday is completely dedicated to them.
I also try on the weekends to not have to work and try to get videos pre-scheduled. Doesn't always happen, especially in the summer. It's been extremely hard to do that, but I try my best. Or I'll do it like when they're asleep or when they're eating dinner or something. If I'm, I just try to find times.
While I'm bathing them, she can take 30 minutes.
Like
she can take 30 minutes to an hour to go do a little bit of work.
Yeah. It is hard though.
We've really gotten good at it. We've got a good system on how to get everything done and still let our kids know we're still present and there with them.
Yeah.
So we're pretty good at it now. From at Haley Stewart 22, we love you, Haley.
Yes.
Big follower, longtime follower. How are you both feeling seeing Nate specifically develop into having so many more friends now? 2 words, love it.
It makes me so emotional to even think about because it's seriously more than I could have ever dreamed for him, honestly, to have this big group of friends who literally
Somebody came yesterday and knocked on the door to see him, and he was in the bathtub, and he was like, oop, well, I can't come in then.
He's like, I'll come back another time.
Yeah.
No, but like, I never thought we would be out of the place this year where we would have friends coming over and I mean, the birthday party we had for him and all the friends that were there and cheering for him and loving him and loving who he is.
Student of the month at his school.
I know. He is thriving. And I mean, I don't ever want to put a limit on him, but I never thought we would be here with him. It was bigger than I could even dream.
Yes.
And so it makes me so emotional to see all the love that he gets. I mean, I know what an amazing kid he is, but for other kids to see it and celebrate him and love him for who he is, it makes me so grateful. And that's why I said, like, here in Arkansas will be one of my favorite places ever because of how Nate is just so loved.
I'm really interested to see what else that maybe he doesn't even know he's interested in that he might be. I had a conversation with one of our church members earlier today who works with a tennis coach. And he was like, Pastor David, I just wanted to let you know something. That tennis coach that we work with, he works with special needs kids. Would Nate ever want to play tennis? Like, would Nate ever even consider playing tennis? And I was like, I'll bring it up to Jess and see if that's something we could even maybe possibly bring up to Nate. Do you want to go hit a tennis ball with a tennis racket? I don't think Nate even knows.
The funniest thing, like, people comment to me all the time, like, did you know that this sport and they do this piano lesson, this swim lesson, lots of people do it for special needs, and that's wonderful. And we have explored some things with Nate. The problem is
Nate's got to want to do it.
He's got to want to do it, just like any kid.
And I told this person
that. A lot of times he likes to figure stuff out on his own.
Yes. He'll bring stuff to us and go, I want to do this, or I want to feel us.
Having someone teach him is not always makes him super happy.
No.
I mean, who knows? He may love it. But like, I know we've like tried to get him swim lessons, try to get him piano teacher. Like he doesn't want that. Like he wants to do it his own way.
See, now I'm trying to remember 2 years ago, how did the Miracle League baseball thing come up?
We just heard about it.
Yeah.
Like from his school or whatever. And so we signed him up. And like, but that though, there's not somebody like coaching him saying, you have to stand this way. You have to hold this ball. It's more,
it's not intensively trying to make him a baseball player.
Right. He really likes to master something on his own. Like when we were trying to figure out like how to get him to do swimming lessons and stuff, basically she was like, he's really just done his own thing. Like she's like, I try to show him some stuff. He's not really interested in that, but she's like,
he's not drowning.
Yeah, he can swim, but he's doing it in his own way.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how he is with everything. Like piano, he don't want you to show him how to do it.
No, he wants to pick it out and play it by ear, which is what a lot of kids learn how to do.
Yeah. So if he's truly interested in anything, like we are open to anything.
Absolutely. But it's got to be his idea.
It's got to be his idea, and it's got to be something that he will allow someone to show him and work with him how to do.
But yeah, we're excited about it. I mean, the stuff he already knows how to do blows our minds. His memory, his ability to change his voice, everything, his pitch.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I'm most excited about the spiritual side of this because I know Nate understands God, and I know Nate understands church, and I know Nate understands worship because he loves the Lord, and he loves to dance, and he loves to sing, he loves to worship God. So I'm interested to see as he enters into his teenage years, how much of anything, like Lucy already is curious about wanting to learn what Dad does and wanting to learn the music side of things. And so I'm interested if Nate ever wants to go down that too.
I don't know.
We'll see. But again, it's got to be his idea. He's got to tell us he wants to do it.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for that question.
Yeah,
That's
good
awesome.
question.
From @SherryLong4482. Will any of Mark's classmates be going into kindergarten with him? And did Lucy like changing classes this past year?
Okay, so far as Mark, there are several preschool classes that are all feeding into the kindergarten classes.
Right.
So, and then of course there's kindergarten students who didn't go to preschool who are now coming to kindergarten.
Correct.
So we don't know for sure
Yep.
if any of the kids that are in his actual class are going to be in his actual kindergarten class. Probably a few, maybe.
Pretty good chance some of them will be.
But we don't know.
Yep.
And possibility, maybe not. Who knows? But I mean, most of the kids in his preschool room are moving to kindergarten. It's just we
Yes.
don't know which class they're all going to be filtered into.
Yeah.
But Mark makes friends so
Is
fast.
the kindergarten in the same building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's not moving. But Lucy, I think she liked being able to have different teachers.
She likes the scene to change.
She does. She does not like having to carry all of her stuff everywhere.
And I don't like it either.
It's just ridiculous. They don't have lockers. Do y'all know that most high schools and middle schools, they're cutting out lockers because kids abuse them and they put stuff in them and, all of that.
Yep.
So
They have to carry all their books in their backpack all
they
day
don't.
long.
That's the thing, though. They don't really have books because everything's digital.
Everything's more digital
and they,
now.
but they do have like binders and all. So she's carrying around, and of course Lucy's extra, so she wants to have her bag of art supplies
And her water bottle.
and she carries her lunch with her, and a lot of kids don't. So she has to carry that around all day long.
Yep.
And I feel so bad for her. It's a ton of stuff. Her backpack weighs a ton.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the only thing she didn't like about changing classes is that.
Yeah. Now, I'm interested. The biggest thing I'm waiting to figure out and just experience is Mark riding the bus.
I know.
Because now he's going to ride the bus.
I'm a little bit anxious about it because
But thankfully, he'll get to ride with the sissy.
he will get to ride with Lucy. I'm seriously thinking about putting like an air tag in his backpack so I know he makes it to school.
Yep.
He's just so little, you know.
Yeah.
But they do have a helper on the bus that makes sure like everybody gets where they're supposed to go and stuff like that. So I trust them. It's just putting your kindergartner on a bus.
They don't have like
that.
group seating, like everybody in preschool and kindergarten gets off, and so they all have to sit on the same section of the bus.
No,
right?
a lot of times
He will be able to sit next to her.
he will be able to sit next to her. Like they do, I think, try to keep the kindergartners closer to the front. But Lucy's like, I sit in the very front. And they usually, if they have siblings, they like them to sit together. So
So that'll be good.
Lucy will keep them in line. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Simple question from @Abigail Fighter. Interesting name. I love that. What are your kids' middle names? Here we go. And let's also tell the story about how we arrived at them.
Okay.
All right. So our family tradition on the Holly side is the firstborn son takes the dad's name. Now, my grandpa was Marvin Arthur Holly. I don't know why, but he switched it and kept his name first. And so my dad's name is Marvin Dwight Holly. Well, Dad said that's the tradition. So my son is Dwight David Holly.
What do you mean he switched it?
He switched it from my grandpa was Marvin Arthur and everybody called him Marvin. Well, for some reason, he's like, well, I'm not going to give my son his first name. He's going to take my name first. And so he's Marvin Dwight. So Dad goes by his middle name.
No, I know, but okay. Okay.
My granddad switched it. So then my dad said, well,
He didn't switch it. He just
for generations, you went by your first name. And then my granddad switched it and said, now Dad's going to go by his middle name. And then Dad's like,
and in the South, like a lot of people think that's weird, but in the South, a lot of people go by their middle names. It's
Yeah.
not super uncommon.
yeah, but it's annoying. And so because then when anybody goes Dwight Holly, I'm looking for my dad because that's my dad's name. And so Dad kept the tradition going, Dwight David Holly, which is fine because Dwight David Eisenhower, and it's kind of cool I share the same name as him. But
I
then
never thought of that.
But then I came around and said, I'm rectifying my generations. And so we gave Nathan my first name. And so we gave Nathan my name.
So we knew the whole time we were pregnant with Nate that his middle name would be David.
Yes.
So the conundrum was, what do we name him for his first name?
Because originally it was going to be Luke David Holly, which still would have been beautiful.
I love the name Luke, but ever since I was a teenager, I wanted a daughter named Lucy. And I knew if we named him Luke, I would never get Lucy.
The moment we said Luke, both kids would start
It
running.
would be too close.
So Nathan David Holly and Lucy, as you just said.
I've always loved the name Lucy, and I always had it with Kate, Lucy Kate. And then I found out after I think we're about to name Lucy this, that I think my great grandmother's, one of her names and her name was Kate. So it is a family name. It wasn't because that's why I chose it, but I just always loved the name Lucy Kate.
And then Mark was a surprise. And so we had to go back to the barrel to figure out, okay, what is this going to be?
We had girls' names out the wazoo we could have gone with. It took us the longest to come up with his name.
Because we have so many boys in our family.
We have so many boys in our family, both sides.
And we have a lot of uncles and cousins. Like, in my mom's side of the family, there's a Matthew cousin and a Matthew uncle. And so I was like, I don't like, okay, this is, if this doesn't bother you, then that's okay. I don't like going to a family reunion and saying a name and three heads turn. I've never.
Well, I didn't want a name. This is where I came in. We have boys' names on both sides, and I didn't want it necessarily to be the same name as another one unless we were naming that child after someone else.
If it's their middle name. But I'm talking about the name they're called by.
So where Mark's name came from is because I really wanted to name him after someone from my family.
Yes.
My dad's name is Phil. We thought about Philip. My brother Clark and Timothy. I thought those were both good names we could go with. And so I was really struggling on what we were going to call him because it's like I don't want to just pick one.
Well, let's back up. Why did we arrive at Mark?
I think it was just a name. I like short names.
Me too.
And so it was just one that we liked, I think. I don't think there was a super big reason.
I'm saying, because we rattled off, I thought at one time we thought.
I don't think we necessarily came up with Mark first. I think we came up with the whole thing together.
I think we went back to Will. We did. Because my papa's name is William Henry. And so we thought about Will. We were going to
do William Henry, but then we realized, because we thought no grandkid was named after your papa. That's what you told me for years.
None of them were.
But they were. Austin Henry.
Oh, well, I'm talking about the full name.
Yeah.
What I meant was we have no Williams in my family.
Right. But once we knew that there was another child named after, we were like, okay, well, maybe, if Lucy had been a boy, her name would have been William Henry if she was a boy. So, but then it was like with Mark, I was like, I don't know if it doesn't really fit. Like I wasn't feeling it anymore. And so we kind of went back to the drawing board, and then I was like, what if we name his middle name? I don't want to do it.
Your last name.
My maiden name. I didn't want to do his first name, but I'm like, what if it was my maiden name is Turner, and that would kind of go for all of the men in my family. My grandfather.
It would honor the whole side of your family.
Of my family. And once we had Turner, I remember sitting at Taco Bell
Mark Turner Holly
after an appointment, and I was just like, what about Mark Turner? And we were just like, that's it.
Yeah.
So that's
he wears it proudly and he owns it.
Yeah. And I love it because and
within his name is your last name and my last name, which is beautiful.
It is. And within his middle name is just so much history. I feel like it honors, like I said, my grandfather, my great grandfather, my brothers and all of them. So
it's great.
I love it.
I love it too.
It was the hardest one to come up with, though.
Absolutely.
We struggled.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do this one before we do the last one. A question for your next question video, which is this one. Congratulations. What are 5 household upgrades or changes that you would make right now if money wasn't a factor?
Ooh, that's a good question.
5. Okay, number 1.
I would say, I don't know if I would be in order. I don't know if I'm going to go in order here. A better backyard.
Oh, 100%. And starting with, we have to get a better fence. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
Well, then let's just say a better house.
No. I mean, if I like our house, but a better backyard, one that's evened out.
I hate our house's location. I love our house. I hate where it sits. Because I hate the lack of a backyard. I hate the ditch behind us.
I love our neighborhood. It's not that location. It's just where we are in the neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying. I wish I could take our beautiful house, pick it up, and just move it. That's what I wish. Yeah.
Okay. So that's definitely one. I wish I had an office, and that would require like adding on to the house.
So I told you we need a better house.
If I could change that though, like an office and a guest room or a combination of the two, that would be awesome, because anytime people come over, we've got to do room switcheroos and all that. Yeah. Okay. I named 3 right there. So what else would you change?
Upgrades that I would make. Oh boy.
Okay. I know it's me again. I would like to lighten up the kitchen. Like it's very dark, and when I'm filming, I'm like,
well, the cabinets are dark.
Yeah, I wish
put a different face on things.
It was brighter, like white.
We can paint them.
I know, but it's not. It's a bunch of work, and like the count, like a lot of it is just dark.
The choices that were made.
Yeah, and that's just the style that was back then. The dark appliances.
Well, the house isn't that old. It's like mid-teens.
I know, but everything changes so quickly.
It's true.
like the floor, the tile, like all of it's just kind of brownish and black. I would love it to be like whiter and lighter. But, okay, I've done 4 now.
I'm not as, anti the feel of the house. I actually like the open concept. I know I wish we had a little bit more division in maybe a couple places, but I like everything feeling big and feeling open in the middle of it. I love having a place my kids can play. My kids are huge on their screens because seriously, there's nothing outside for them to do.
Well, I mean,
I wish I wish we could take our house and just put it on a bigger plot of land where they had a front yard and a backyard and they could actually play. Yeah. I mean, that's seriously the size of it, use of it, be able to adapt it and do more with the exterior of it. That's pretty much it. So in essence, we're praying and believing God for the house we really need.
I'm not looking to move anytime soon. I do think that if I could have picked different colors, I would have picked more light, bright colors inside.
You like light colors.
We did paint when we had so many people help us paint.
It was an ugly really like mustard yellow, and now it's like a beautiful
light gray, grayish, beige.
It's actually called agreeable gray.
Yeah, it's a really popular color. Yeah. But like our cabinets in our kitchen are dark. The appliances are dark. So I feel like when I'm filming in there, it just feels dark. Especially
because the lights we have are daylights, and so they brighten the room. But you're filming in front of dark stuff with bright light.
But when we had yellow lights, it looked bad too.
That's what I'm saying. But if everything around you was brighter, then you would look more fair complected in front of it. It wouldn't be as washed out because you're in front of these dark, counters.
Yeah, but I mean, like the kids' bedrooms are great. Our bedroom's great. Our bathroom's great. Even our hall bath I really like. So it's not that much, and I don't mind the open floor plan really.
You like a little bit of division.
I'm saying I don't mind it as much as I thought I would. It's fine. I just wish just cosmetic-y things mostly, which isn't a big deal.
Yep. And then finally, the only person that got to have 2 questions because she has really 2 good questions. And Summer Cordova, once again, 5376, asked the question, what occupation do you think the kids will have when they're older?
Oh, man.
I already know one of them.
I can tell you what they say.
Yep.
Not Nate, because I don't know. He always says he wants to be like a grown-up or something.
Yes.
He's very literal.
I think if Nate continues the journey he's on, Nate could really be good at creating things.
He's super good with graphics.
But here's the thing, like we said, it has to be his idea. If someone will learn to take his brilliance and just pay him for it, I'm being dead serious. If you can take his fun comic ideas and then publish them and he gets a royalty, if you can take his ability to mimic voices and record them and make them a cartoon, if you could take his musical ability and his pitch and use that somehow, there is a business that is Nathan David Hawley. We've just got to figure out how to do it. But Nate could support himself with how talented he is. He's so talented.
He's so talented in lots of different areas.
Okay, your turn, Lucy.
Lucy says that she either wants to be a kindergarten teacher, which I think she'd be really good at.
Yeah, she would
or like some sort of special education teacher.
Yes.
She is great at teaching kids. She's very patient. I could totally see her doing that.
Absolutely.
And who knows? If I always said I wanted to be a teacher too, and I'm not, but I could see her being a really good teacher.
Mark is me.
You know what Mark says he wants to be?
What's that?
Do you know?
He's never told me.
He tells me all the time.
What does he want to be?
He wants to be a police officer.
No.
You don't tell him you can't tell no.
No, what would we guess he will be? No, Mark hates pain. Mark hates being told what to do. Mark hates...
He's 5.
But I'm just saying, his personality, he would have to dramatically have a shift and change in his personality to become a police officer.
I don't think so. I think he could do it. He loves protecting his mommy and his
You've got to be willing to be shot
at.
He's
5. Again, he is 5.
I say... This is the kid that when he heard that a spider's name was Daddy Longlegs, he cried because we had to smush it.
He is 5.
I know, but
hey,
that's what,
I'm a.
But again, the question is, what do we guess or think they will be based on his personality and who he is? What do you think?
I don't know. I really don't. He's super smart. He's really good at talking. He's really good at reading already. He's very brilliant. So I could see, anything with him, really.
Yeah.
He's super studious.
I really think he's going to find a mic or a camera. I really do.
A what?
I think he's going to find a mic or find a camera. I think he's going to be doing what you and I are doing.
I don't think so. Like, I think he's going to go more.
I think he's a ham. I think he likes attention.
He does, but I just think in a different way. I don't know. Like, I see him more of like a business person, a doctor, someone that talks, but maybe not like
a lecturer.
Could be. I don't know.
He could go into business.
He's very.
I'm just saying, I don't see him as the guy in a cubicle that never talks to anybody. I think
he's very social.
He's very social and needs attention.
But lots of jobs are social, you know? So I really don't know. And, maybe he will be a police officer. I said, if you were a police officer, will you protect mommy? He said yes. Mm-hmm. He would too. He loves his mommy.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would. So we shall see. Have you read any questions on any of your stuff that could have been tailored towards this? That's all the ones I got.
I don't think so.
We just proved, guys, we will answer your questions if you submit them. And I hope y'all got the answers you were looking for. So please make sure you continue to submit them or email them to us at married15tolife@mail.com. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on this podcast and on the channel. And we really appreciate it. We thank you for all your love and your support. 40 episodes in. Many, many more to go. But if you really want to support our channel, here's something else you can do. Jess?
If you're watching on YouTube, it definitely will help us out if you will give this video a big thumbs up. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed to our channel. Hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos. And leave us a comment down below.
40 episodes, honey.
I know. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Time flies.
When you're having fun. Are we having fun yet?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You ready? You want to get out of here, right?
No, it's okay. It's kind of hot.
It is a little hot in here.
Yeah.
The lights on bright are big and bright here in the podcast studio. Anyway, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for helping make this podcast possible, because otherwise it would be just 15 to life. There'd be no married in here.
Okay.
All right. I love you.
I love you too.
Until next time, everybody, we'll see you in episode 41. I'm David.
I'm Jess.
I'm the husband.
I'm the wife.
And we are married.
15 to life.
Thank you for all your questions, everybody.
Bye, everybody.